Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade, and today we're going to be taking a look at a consolidation failure here on crude oil. Now, just got in short 4 contracts at 48.63, looking for price to fall back down to the lows of consolidation. I've got my target for 4 down at 48.37, and really what I'm looking for here is this is really the first time that price is broken out of this consolidation, and it almost never holds that first try. Sometimes it does. So this would be a little bit, I guess, in the technical sense, a lower percent pattern. But overall, it's just a beautiful looking setup. We have very strong reaction from the highs here. The bears, let me get rid of this text there. You can see the bears coming in right at the highs here after that big bull push, that big attempt from the bulls, and then it completely starts falling apart. We shouldn't see that. When you get a big push from the bull side, you should see a little bit of continuation and then, maybe a little bit of a pullback and go. But really, with that kind of move right there, we should really see this thing rocketing higher, and it's just not. We're getting kind of stuck here. So I really like how this looks as a failure right back down to the lows. It is against the trend, the prevailing overall trend. If you look from the start of the morning here, you can see we're kind of rising higher, which actually is kind of why I like this area as well. You'll notice if you draw this channel up, guess where we're turning right off of. So we kind of came back and revisited that area. We're turning back off of it again. It's really the first break of consolidation. I really like how this looks back to the downside. So looking for a sell here, all in, all out, 48.63 down to 37. If we can get that target filled down at the lows there, we're looking at taking 26 ticks, and that's 26 at 4. So we'll be sitting at 104 ticks on the trade if we can get it filled. So just waiting for a little while. This is a 5-minute chart. It's pretty early. We're going on 8:10 in the morning here. We do have some news coming out at 8:30, but that's really about it for the day. Some small stuff later in the day too, but 8:30 is kind of the big news thing. So we'll kind of sit on hands, wait for this thing to get moving, but I'm really looking for this to fail right back down to 37, maybe even lower. It may go all the way down and kind of expand this range lower, maybe down to around 48.10s or so, but I'm looking all in, all out at 37. So we'll be back in a little bit. We'll see if this thing can start turning down, and we'll be looking for our target at 37. All right, so we had the news come out at 8:30, and we had this little bit of a pop higher here. You can see we have been falling off for a decent amount of time here. Back inside consolidation, everything looking really good. News came out at 8:30, caught a little bit of a pop back up above, up to 64, and then it just completely tanked right back down again. Now, based on what we're seeing here, we tested our target. There we go, perfect. Got it all filled. I was going to say I was going to move my stop down a little bit just to lock it in based on what we were seeing here. That's a huge trap. Lots of buyers, I bet, got stuck on that one. Really easy to see that one, especially around the news. But overall, we got it right back down to the lows there, all out at 37, and that locks in 104 ticks for us. So just playing that reaction. Now, in this case, we may just come right down at the lows here, give this low side a chance, rather, and then just see it pop right back up to those highs again. That's definitely a possibility. It may stay down as well. It may try to expand lower too. Given the fact that we failed at the highs, you kind of anticipate prices to fall lower. But again, they may hold these consolidation lows at 36 and get a little bit of a bounce back up to 63 again. So you got to play that little kind of range back and forth. And it looks like the range may even be tightening up a little bit. Through here looks a little bit better, maybe even up to 61. But either way, we're done with the trade, all in, all out. Nice little trade short, 104 ticks on the trade on 4 contracts. So beautiful little move. So if you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email to School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com. And as always, we'll catch you next time.